Okay.
All right, as I said a few minutes ago, we're going to introduce you to a guy who started out with a simple paperclip and rapidly traded his way up to a house, a detached house. Carl MacDonald says that anybody can do this, and he'll explain how in a minute. But first, we sent Canadian Carl onto the streets of the capital for a snap demonstration.
I swapped a copy of my book with Richard and Judy for this tin whistle, and I'm going to keep trading up until I get something amazing for them tomorrow. It's the Metropolitan Police tin whistle. What's that?
It's a bottle opener I got from Greece.
I've got a few bottles I need to open, and that's probably a pretty good trade up. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks very much.
Good to swap with you.
Hi, Maura.
Good to meet you, Maura.
I'm from New York, and I wonder if you want to trade a New York mug.
A mug would be perfect.
Thank you very much.
Deal then.
All right.
So it's a New York City mug, which is perfect because I just got to London. It's going to be really easy to trade this again.
I just got back from the Middle East yesterday.
Yep.
And I was in Dubai at an authentic shoot, and I bought this Aladdin lamp. And I can't guarantee what's in the lamp.
I got one question though. How many of the wishes are left? One? But I could always wish for more wishes. You got anything you'd like to trade for this? It still has one wish left.
I have one at home, actually.
You have one? Oh, yeah. I'm prepared to offer you this Aladdin lamp with one wish for a caricature.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Deal. So I've got an IOU for a caricature from Emil, and I'd like to trade it with you for something.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right. The newspaper.
Really?
It's wet. How about an umbrella?
Sounds good to me.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be perfect.
It's a really nice umbrella.
Oh, it's perfect.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Really good to trade.
Thank you.
And you guys
Nice
have
to
an
meet you.
excellent day.
And Carl's here now. He's written this book, One Red Paperclip, How a Small Piece of Stationery Turned into a Great Big Adventure. That's what I like about this. You end up far wealthier than you were when you started, because you're the proud owner of a house, freehold, you no mortgage and all the rest of it. And yet you have such fun on the way. How long did it take to go from this to... We've got a picture of the house. From this to the house.
1 year to the day, July 12th to July 12th.
Yeah. To get a free house.
Didn't you have to pay any tax on it?
I didn't have to pay the tax. The only thing I did have to do was sign the lease, or I guess not the will, what's it called?
I don't know, the whatever.
It was, since it was in Canada, it was actually witnessed by a Mountie, though.
Right, OK,
So
fine.
it was official.
And you live in that house now?
I live there, yeah. Kipling, Saskatchewan.
Kipling, Saskatchewan?
Yep.
My mum's from Saskatchewan.
Kipling?
No.
Oh, okay.
North Battleford.
Oh, okay.
OK, right. Anyway,
Should we go through before
Yes.
before we see what you ended up with and our own little thing? Should we go through how you got to that house?
well, we had a paperclip. Yeah. Right. And then your first swap was the pen, and you say without the pen swap, nothing, fish pen, nothing would have happened. Why was this so crucial?
Well, if you don't start something, how can you finish it? My idea was to trade up for bigger and better things, hopefully to a house. And if I never traded away the red paperclip, nothing would have happened.
Well, we moved through the next trade, which was a doorknob, which you then traded for... Have we got it? Which you then traded for a barbecue, which you then traded for a generator. Now, that's a pretty good trade, from a barbecue to a generator.
Yeah. Well, is it?
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't know what to do with a generator.
That's the thing. In the city, where most people live, there's no
Yeah.
real use for a generator, unless there's a crippling blackout, which doesn't happen often.
I would put it in my Millennium cupboard.
Yeah.
North Battleford, though, perfect place for a generator.
Place.
Yep.
But you had it confiscated by the fire department.
New York City, the hotel down there, it was confiscated, it was leaking gas. Apparently.
OK,
So,
all right.
And then you swapped the generator for a beer keg.
yes.
OK, that's good. And onto a snowmobile. And then, which I think, now I think, well, really, if you just think, we started with a paperclip, we've now got a snowmobile, and then you traded that for a holiday in Yak, is it?
That's right.
What's Yak?
Where's Yak?
Yak is, well, exactly, where is Yak? It's in the middle of nowhere, like literally right in the middle.
Yeah, but in the middle of nowhere where?
It's in actually eastern British Columbia, which is on the west coast.
Oh, that is
Canada.
nowhere. Yeah, that's real nowhere. Fine. OK, right, so you swapped that. Of course, you never use these things. You swapped them. You swapped it for a big Ford van. That's nice. OK, again, remember, we started with a paperclip. You swapped that for a one-day recording deal, a contract there. Then you exchanged that for a house lease, and then you exchanged the house lease for a day with Alice Cooper. Is that a good trade? A house lease to Alice?
It depends. If you need a place to live and you don't like Alice Cooper, no. But if you don't need a place to live and you love Alice Cooper, it's perfect. And
all right, what did you trade the day with Alice Cooper for?
well, shockingly, I traded the day with Alice Cooper for a Kiss snow globe.
Oh, what?
Oh, a Kiss. Ah, so this owned by the band?
No, just some guy in Kentucky.
OK, all right.
Yeah, motorized.
Motorised?
Motorised snow globe.
Light it,
what does it
variable
do?
speed dial. It was quite well, you plug it in and flick it and it whirs. The colors changed.
OK, that went in favour of a what?
A film role.
A role in a movie, a paid speaking role. I traded with a guy named Corbin Burnson, one of the actors from LA Law. Anyways, Corbin is
I
arguing.
remember him. He's a very good-looking guy, isn't he?
Very.
Yeah.
And that's why I traded with him, really. But,
So, as a good speaking role in Hollywood, which then traded for the house. How did you get? Who traded you a house for a speaking role in a film?
Burt Roach, the economic development officer from Kipling, Saskatchewan, said, I would like to trade you a house for that role in the movie. And I said, great, what are you going to use the role in the movie for? I always wanted to trade for things that people could use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, we're going to have the biggest housewarming party ever, Saskatchewan's biggest housewarming party ever. And during that, we're going to hold auditions. So someone from the town will get the role.
Cool.
And a young actor ended up going to Hollywood and shooting the movie. So.
And you're obviously a local celebrity now.
Pretty big in Kipling, I'd have to say.
What's the house worth?
It's worth whatever someone's willing to give me for it.
Oh, come on, what's it worth, do you reckon?
I don't know. I literally have no idea. I didn't look at anything. I just signed the paper.
Okay, you're zen, aren't you? Well, look,
Can you imagine in this country you'd have had to pay capital gains tax because you
Gordon
started
Brown would
off
have been on your case.
because you started off with a paperclip and you ended up with that.
Yeah, you pay capital gains tax. You're absolutely 40%. You're absolutely right. In your pocket, you have what you ended up with just after an hour on the streets of London for that. What did you start with? I've forgotten. It was a whistle, a tin whistle.
Tin whistle, yep. I won't open it indoors because it's bad luck.
Bad luck.
But,
No, yeah, it is bad luck.
Well, we'd like to swap that with you. We'd like to continue the trading, OK?
Sure, yeah.
And we brought a couple of things in which we've had in the office for a while. Can you guess what it is? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a gnome, a garden gnome, made to look like Judy here.
I sincerely hope not.
Can you believe it?
It's like a mirror.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
But that's not all. Here's something else. What do we think? That's meant to be me, guys.
But it's Patrick Keelty.
It's Patrick Keelty, isn't it?
Patrick Keelty
So
with dark hair.
we're going to give you these, OK?
Wow,
This is
yeah.
a garden gnome Richard, a garden gnome Judy, and we'd like to hear from you, and we'll give you about a month.
Okay.
And hear
Put this
how
down
far
because
you've
it's
got in trading
incredibly
them and
heavy.
where you get to. Is that OK?
I will announce on my website, if you look for if you just look for red paperclip on the internet, you'll
Red
find
paperclip,
it. I will do
right.
something amazing with these.
OK, fine, they're yours. There's nothing
Thank
obscene.
you. Good trading with you.
Keep it clean. Can,
Oh, yeah.
oh, we've got the brolly. Fine, good. Jim,
Oh, thank
that's
you.
for you. Happy birthday.
OK, thanks, Carl. And as we said, the book is called One Red Paperclip, and it's out now. Still to come, meet the woman who says girls today are all gold diggers, and Nick Knowles and Hannah Sandling with the bride who wants bling. Back in a minute.